Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for this week of my podcast show, Nichelle Anderson Short Stories and Beyond. I'm your host, Nichelle Anderson, and for this month of December, I decided to do what I'm calling the month of December shorts of short stories. And basically what that is, I'm releasing the full short because it is a short of a short. Very short, but I'm telling you, these episodes for this month is going to give you not just new characters, but the characters that the last time I brought them up, I'm kind of tying another element to it. It progresses their storyline into the whole Wham universe of MOLIAE. And I think there's a few characters that I'm bringing new to this universe, and some are where it has been a while. Like you will find out, and of course when I do my director clip I can get more in detail of these episodes, but you will connect. It's been probably maybe a few episodes, or the ones that I haven't really brought up since season 1, but they played a significant role of progressing the story of the main characters to get a lot of playtime, a lot of airtime, I should say. So this is definitely a good month to tune in. Even though that is short, you're getting a lot in these shorts, okay? And again, I'm releasing it because this is considered a premium podcast. To get the full short story when I release clippets, which will pretty much return back beginning of next year, you can become a patron member, and that's on my Patreon page. It will be a link if you wish to do that to support it. Now, this is based on MOLIAE, as I mentioned. It's based on my book, Mitsrayim. It's a memoir, and I produce short film, websodes, and a stage play. It's a theatrical production based on the acronyms of MOLIAE. It stands for Moments of Love in Ancient Egypt. So it's my baby. It's pretty much the main production that I do most of my short stories. I do other stories, and as we turn into beginning of next year, you will get some of those stories that I will be that I will share, the new different ones, different time zones, right? So currently the MOLIAE production is in prep phase for the prestige return of MOLIAE stage play. And once I'm ready to announce that, as I've been saying, and I'm going to continue to say it until I get my date, my one dates of the play, here it is, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the highlights for today. For this week, right? So this will be, because last week we started this month of shorts of the shorts, and now this would be the second week. So with that done and said, this would be December. This is for December the 10th, and this is going to be episode 40, okay, entitled Love Abounds Among Mitsrays. And in this particular episode, to give you a quick highlight, we're going to focus on Queen Hagar, King Mahlon, and Ezra. Ezra haven't made a scene yet in season 2, but he did quite a bit in season 1. He is very, very, very important to the royal family and to this whole storyline. Remember, Ezra is the father of Nahar, and Nahar comes onto the scene when we get into the timeline when Princess Amina is on the scene, and of course Princess Amina is the main character in the stage play, because that's what came out in the book, right, of Mitsrayim. So we get to focus on Ezra, which is great. He is the top herbalist of Mitsrayim and scientist, so it's very, very important. I can't wait to dig into his past there of this whole timeline. But at any rate, let's move to where we're talking about the recap. Last week, episode 39, Nontu moves forward amongst others, and that's where we see Nontu back on the scene. He is going straight ahead, and guess what? It was a reveal that you got to listen to. If you want to know what that reveal is, and it's big, go back and check that out. Episode 39, where he reveals the person. Okay, remember back when the betrayal amongst that episode, which I don't have it completely in front of me, but pretty much you can find it. It's towards the end of the episode of season 1. betrayal amongst thee. That's where he just continued to go on and show that Nontu discovered something. Because earlier in the season 1, I think it was episode 6, where we meet Otin. Otin is one of the tribal leaders, and they discovered this particular person that is tied to Mitsrayim, and this is what Nontu brought to Ecko, and Ecko said no. Ecko and Lanko say no. It will open up avenues in the sense that Queen Hagar, because remember King Mahlon had not officially returned back to the throne because of his injuries, were opened up and they would discover them where they were located at, and the two disagreed, and there we have it, what happened to Ecko. So Ecko was right. All right, they ended up finding when there was movement, and it seems that Nontu brought this person a prisoner, and he revealed who it was. So it's very, very, that's a character you got to definitely follow, Nontu and this person that he captured. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So let's begin. For this week of my season 2 podcast show, Nichelle Anderson, Short Stories and Beyond. For this episode entitled Episode 40, Love Abounds with the Mitsray. Opening scene. It has been 3 apsus since the final royal commune to King Mahlon returned to his throne, and now he was standing near Queen Hagar, holding her hand as Ezri, the high-rank herbalist scientist, along with 7 royal female attendants and 8 male order of Thea, attending to the duties to checking on the new and Queen Hagar. As Ezri finished up the last measure of caring for Queen Hagar, he nodded with a smile of approval. King Mahlon and Hagar was pleased indeed. Ezri motioned them to the movement of the new inside of Queen Hagar, and within moments, like rushing water, they could feel the tiny one move about. They all burst with joy of confirmation that the new is growing well and alert in Queen Hagar. Suddenly, there was a small knock on the far end golden doors of the quarters. Where they were, one of the king guards. One of them went to inspect who were at the door. It was Nairobi and 4 royal female attendants, 2 of them specifically assigned for Nairobi, as she is the wife of Ezri. She entered with baskets of herbs along with the other females carrying bowls of Nile water with floating fragrant flowers of unknown mystic elements kept for generations. As she approached the rulers and nodded before them, smiling, Ezri went to her and hugged her, and then they faced the rulers of Mitsrayim. Ezri spoke first. We have good tidings to share before you, King Mahlon and Queen Hagar, for my wife is also been blessed by Amnun, to have a new growing inside of her. Both the king and queen grasped with joy and said together, that is best for Ezri and Nairobi. King Mahlon spoke. When there is a new in 2 and 3s, the apsu above is surely bringing us much good tidings to come forward. Everyone said together, indeed. Queen Hagar went to hug Nairobi, and she spoke with joy. We are the same on this journey, for the new ones in us surely be close, and the days and the apsu to come forward. I feel much love abound to us this day and soon amongst them in the coming apsus. Nairobi spoke. Ashe, Queen Hagar, Ashe. End scene.